So, where was I? I was just telling about how to deal with this situation. So, another important thing is that though we are living in a neighborhood or in a society, we should be able to tackle the problems of the society by ourselves rather than giving it and spilling it on the government to solve. Because government will say that people are not understandable, so they have to take strict actions. They'll point at a point, and that government will try to, we can say in a manner, curb or like forcefully implement the laws, which should not be the case for every citizen of India or every citizen of a good nation. He should himself follow his fundamental duties. So no need to be giving forcefully. Now the most important thing is that though in this situation we have overcome in a way vaccine is now available, we will be able to, especially the older people, older generation will get treatment of vaccine, and that is very necessary. They can be, they can improve their immunity by that, especially also for the young people. They have to take the vaccine to improve their immunity. But after taking vaccine, it doesn't mean that we don't do anything. We can do anything, just remove the mask and wander here and there. We should be careful because this is a pandemic. It's a huge level disease. It's not a cholera or sorry, it's not a common cold or some kind of that small disease. It's a huge disease. So it definitely requires that attention. So it would be, I would say, great if you follow the precautions and also the required steps that are required to be able to remove this from our life. So in this way we can fight with this deadly pandemic. The most important thing, how to remain happy, how to be happy in this situation. Because if you're not happy, definitely we are sad only. So in order to remain happy, you should read positive things, implement positive things, and the keyword be positive. You should be positive in your approach, in mindset. Though any situation, any problem, any bad situation you're facing, in that situation also you should not lose your cool. You should not lose your calmness. You can learn from the captain of the Indian cricket team, previous captain MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni, the great man, how cool he remains. He has won several accolades. He has won the World Cup for our nation, but never shown any proud. And in the tense situation also, he never got angry. So we can learn from him. We should remain cool in our life, because the moment we start getting angry, many moments will come. We cannot control our anger. We get angry, but that anger also should be in a limit. It should not be like a outburst of a volcano that can destroy not only others, it will destroyable for ourselves also, because anger is a great killer. The person who gets angry on another person rather than destroys himself rather than that person. It's a self-killer, anger is. So we should be aware of that. We should not get angry. Then also we can control our emotions and believe, and that way we can keep our cool and we remain happy. Other important thing is that just making like in order to get uh, what is satisfaction in our work, we should do that work with that we are capable of. We should not take too many things that in order to earn money we can take this also, this also, this also. That will create a very bad mental state, because it is not a matter of money. If you are earning thousands of rupees but you are not satisfied with your job, or if you are working like a machine, many people do that because their motive is to earn money. If they are capable and if that is their thought process, that's according to you. But in my opinion, and according to the most of the philosophers of the world, this is not the right approach to life, because at the end of the day you need a satisfaction. Yes, I have this work, though I've got not that much amount of money, but still I'm happy with that work because I have given my best, and the people for whom I have worked, they're also satisfied, they're also happy. So we should work those profession or job we could take that is to our aptitude and which we have the knowledge. Because if you have the knowledge, then aptitude can be created, and if you have the aptitude, we can gain knowledge. Both the things are important, so we should take care of that point. Otherwise, what's happened? That you take a job with your no knowledge, because of X person, Y person is doing, most of the people are doing. I should also do that because they're earning money, their lifestyle is changed. But we don't think that they got education and they had got everything regarding that field from somewhere. Then only they are able to work. And if you also continue to your no interest and no, you're just, I will do that, I will do that. No, no, no. It will be a very bad situation for you, and you would be regretting yourself in the future run, because there could have been those kind of job, there could have been those kind of work in which you have deep interest and you will give more than 100% in that. Extra efforts you can put forward because you have keen interest in that, rather than doing things or work or profession in which you do not have interest just for the sake of the money matter, the M factor. You enter that field. The M factor is important, but it is not everything. As they say, money is something, but it is not everything. Money can buy you most of the things, but you cannot buy everything for you. The peace of mind, the satisfaction, the way of life, and the game of life, I would say, you will lose if you choose a wrong profession in which you don't have your mind and heart connected to that. So you should enter that field only when you can 100%. Though it will take a time, most of the time you will not be successful at the start. But the process, when you're working, going to work or something, you're going, you will feel, yeah, I'm doing that work in which I have knowledge, or if I have keen interest in that. So you would be definitely doing it very in a better way, in a very, you would say, like a star, you will be doing your work. That is important thing. But I have myself have been outside like that. I'm engineering graduate, but I did engineering from different stream and I work in different field. The most say the ID field. It's a very good field and it's lucrative salary also, but it requires a huge amount of dedication that a person who has keep learning skills and deep learning skill can only be successful in that. A person who is like, I would not say I was not a learner, but I learned a lot, but it requires extra mile to go. So if you have that belief that you keep learning and deep, then interest generated. And if then also interest is not generating or you are not feeling headache, then better to leave that field. It will leave you nowhere. You will be just in a dead end or a black hole. You will be there. And after that, to come from that hole, it will have another huge amount of energy and huge efforts to come out of that. So you should keep in mind that it's better to choose a field in which we have knowledge, skills, and aptitude. And even if there is a field, then it's a huge, for example, IT, information technology, is a huge field. There is not necessarily everything you should do in the typical programming you should do. Their management is also there. Some other profiles are also there. You should do that rather than continuing if you're finding huge difficulty in that, because it will be a there is a teamwork, and if you're not able to handle a team or you're not working proper in the team, you would be blamed, you would be criticized, you would be fired. So better to do what are your likings and work according to that. Also after that, we should not say, think and live like work is worship. That's true, but every 24 hours a day we should not be keeping working, because that will affect our health, our well-being, our family members, and we will be frustrated if we continue doing it for a long amount of time. We should take time out for everything, our interests, our hobbies, things we like to do in our leisure time. That will be giving you a more decent and a very happy, that sometime you would take an hour 24 hours day for yourself. It will giving you a satisfaction, inner happiness that no thing in this world can provide you, that you only can provide you yourself. So that is the me time, as they say, is very important. And also one of the important thing is that though we are working in a society, or we can say in a like environment in which our work is dependent on others. So if we hot talk with our colleague, then it disturbs our mind also. So it should be taken care of that. If you're such kind of colleague, they are always like in anger, and you should not coordinate with them, because it will disturb you rather than them. The habit of them you not have. And if the situation is that you need to work with such colleagues, then you should leave the team. That's the only option, because if there's a fight happening in a work, we are not here for fight. We are here for working. And if you're thinking that it's not creating a rapport or matching, then it's better to leave that rather than keeping on and continuing the hazardous approach. And another important thing I would say is that after work, you have some responsibilities also towards the society, or especially the near dear ones. So you should give time to them also and to yourself, so that it will be a balancing life. The balance of your work life balance would be maintained, and you would be leading a very peaceful and a happy life, I would say. So these are the things, these are the important notifications, or we can say that my learnings I am sharing with you. So you should try to implement them in your life, and I'm sure you will be leading a very peaceful, happy, gratitude, filled with gratitude, and a successful life. So, friends, I hope you like my video. Just keep sharing, subscribing. It will be great for me and for you also. Thank you.